Hello everyone, let's discuss another topic today about the control of the testicular function. Now the testicular function is actually controlled by two important hormones secreted from the anterior pituitary. We know they are follicle stimulating hormone or FSH and luteinizing hormone LH. The two important cells in the testes are Sertoli cells and the Leydig cells. Now if we see a schematic flowchart of this control of the FSH and LH on the Sertoli cells and the Leydig cells and how they regulate the testicular production of some estrogenic products and the androgenic products, we can easily remember that thing clearly. So let's see what are the different cells in the testes, like Sertoli cells and the Leydig cells. And same type of analog cells in the ovary, they are granulosa cells and the theca cells. Now what happens? This follicle stimulating hormone FSH mainly stimulates the Sertoli cells in the testes and the granulosa cells in the ovary, and thereby they produce either Sertoli cells or the granulosa cells. They mainly produce the estrogenic or estrogen by the actions of the FSH receptors on the cell surface. And these Sertoli cells not only produce this estrogen, they also produce androgen binding protein, Mullerian inhibiting hormone or Mullerian inhibiting substance, and inhibin. Okay, but in case of the Leydig cells in the testes or the theca cells in the ovary, here the main regulator is the luteinizing hormone. So luteinizing hormone stimulates both of them, and both of these cells, that is theca cells or the Leydig cells, mainly produce testosterone or some androgenic hormones. And here the main important regulator is by the LH receptor. Okay, clear? So we can easily determine this fact that FSH is tropic to the Sertoli cells, and FSH with androgen maintains the spermatogenic functions of the testes, right? Please remember this fact that FSH is tropic to Sertoli cells and FSH with the androgen maintains the spermatogenic functions of the testes. Okay. Now we know inhibin, they inhibit FSH by the feedback control, and testosterone itself inhibit luteinizing hormone by the negative feedback control. Okay, If we see a diagram regarding this fact, it's somewhat like this. Suppose this is the hypothalamus and this is the anterior pituitary. This hypothalamus produces GnRH or gonadotrophin releasing hormone, and by the action of this gonadotrophin releasing hormone on the anterior pituitary, LH and FSH is produced from this anterior pituitary, and they act on the two types of cells in the testes. Either they act on the Leydig cell or they act on the Sertoli cells. LH act on the Leydig cells, FSH act on the Sertoli cells and stimulate them. Okay. Now, whenever the LH LH is stimulating the Leydig cell, we know the main important hormone here produced is testosterone. So, testosterone. This testosterone, by negative feedback control, inhibit LH as well as inhibit GnRH in the hypothalamus. But this testosterone has some androgenic and anabolic effects, and this androgenic and anabolic action of the testosterone stimulates the Sertoli cells by the increasing testosterone concentration locally in the testis environment, and this Sertoli cells produces, we know, by the action of the FSH is mainly inhibin and some estrogenic hormones or some estrogens. So mainly inhibin B is formed from the Sertoli cells. They inhibit the FSH secretion from the anterior pituitary by the negative feedback control, and this testosterone, increased concentration of the testosterone at the local testis environment, they act on the Sertoli cells and they produce or activate or stimulate the process of spermatogenesis. Okay, so some important points here to remember is systematically administered testosterone, like some anabolic testosterone like nandrolone, oxandrolone, this type of drugs, they never increase androgenic concentration or androgen level in the testes, but they inhibit the LH secretion from the anterior pituitary, and so the net effect is decrease in the sperm count, because this systematically administered testosterone never get passed to the blood testis barrier. So this systematically administered testosterone is a measure of male contraception. We use it therapeutically to produce male contraception, and we will discuss this chapter on a later class. But this dose for male contraception of the systematically administered testosterone also cause sodium and water retention in the body, so increase in the body weight. Okay, so please remember this schematic diagram on the steroid feedback on the hypothalamus and anterior pituitary in regard of the testosterone regulation, And this is in a nutshell covers the whole topic of the control of the testicular function and different type of cells like Sertoli cells and the Leydig cells, how they are regulated by the FSH or LH and produces estrogen or testosterone or some inhibin B. They have some immense important role in the regulation of the testosterone secretion from the Leydig cells. Thank you.